I think that allowing for the book being, after all, a parody, something like 1984 could actually happen. This is the direction the world is going in at the present time. In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph, and self-abasement. The sex instinct will be eradicated. We shall abolish the orgasm. There will be no loyalty except loyalty to the party. But always there will be the intoxication of power. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on an enemy who is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen. It depends on you.
What's going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Wednesday. This is Breaking the Narrative, and we are live on YouTube and Rumble. So if you want to check us out on Rumble, the link is in the description, as well as the pinned tweet. And of course, tonight I have with me the amazing, the awesome Melonie Mac.
Yay! I'm so happy to be back. I missed you.
I know, I missed you too. And it's been so long, and it's Christmas month, and I know you're into Christmas just a little bit.
Yes, I love some Christmas. I got a Santa hat on Lara Croft here, so
oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, I was actually looking up like Christmas themed Lara Croft stuff. Have you seen that? That is so cute.
Yeah, there are some there's some like comic art even of her carrying a Santa sack of presents all in it, and
yeah,
and the Christmas renders, even some of the old school like core design Christmas renders.
Yeah, they're so cute. I was like, this is so Melonie Mac. Like, I was like, I don't know how she should use these, but somehow she got to use these. Real quick, we got some early super chats here from Sigtred. Thank you for the $1.99 saying, have a fun show. And of course, we got another couple of stickers here. And they're like a 1-up sticker and like a little sunglasses sticker, little lady going on with her sunglasses, and she's like,
how cute. I love it.
I tried to do like the acting out the stickers just to make them a little bit something, because they don't show up on the thing. So I'm like, we'll just pretend. We'll pretend. And holy baloney, look, Raider coming in here. Raider, what the frig, man? Thank you. Oh my god, just coming in here with a honey. Thank you for the red boy.
Wow,
it's Christmassy.
That's right. How exciting.
Christmas red. Yay. Have you seen okay, before we get into the topics, because I mean we have to talk Christmas a little bit.
Oh, of course.
Have you seen my singing hat?
Your singing hat? I have not.
You haven't seen my singing hat?
Oh, I need to.
Okay, We're taking a pause, people, so we can show her the singing hat.
Very important, you guys.
It's really important. I know some of you have seen this already. Oh my god, I almost knocked over the Christmas tree. No. I know some of you have seen this already. I know, it's the little Yoshi topper.
I love it.
The little amiibo. Okay. So here we go. So as you can see, Melonie, it'll say press here.
Okay.
So we're gonna press, we're gonna press that button. Okay, hold on. Let me make it so that I'm like this. Okay, here we go. So you can see me better. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're gonna do a little dance here. Get ready to get festive.
Okay. Oh my goodness. is amazing. How adorable is that?
Oh my God, isn't that crazy? Like, okay, the thing is though, it does hit you in the head.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah, because it looked like it was like stiff.
It's heavy. So it's not one of those things where like you can't do this all the time because you will get a concussion. Just say. So that just comes out once in a while to make it all festive for a minute. And then we go back to the regular hat because
all right.
I'm not gonna sing all day, you know.
Yeah.
That hat is cool. It is. I was like, oh my God, I'm so getting this. I don't even care. We're gonna leave this up here just because it's Christmassy for
love it. Raider's great. Just
oh my God.
He is so supportive of the whole fellowship. It's amazing.
So much support. I mean, there's so many people that support, and there's so many people that are in the chats and like may not necessarily super chat, but they're always there. And I love seeing people like the regulars, like seeing them all the time. It's like that's the support that so many of us need is like the constant support, you know. And Raider is a constant support. So
oh yeah,
good dude. But yeah, so are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready?
I mean, yeah, I'm ready. I got all Christmas presents. Shopping is all done and everything. And for some reason, I almost forgot. Like today, I was like, oh wait, I thought Christmas was already over for a second earlier today. And I think I got mixed up with Thanksgiving. It's just, it's just been a very busy, crazy past couple weeks. So it's just, I'm
just
trying to get back to reality now.
I feel you. Yeah, it's kind of like the holiday season kind of all blends in together. I feel like it kind of blends in together from like October on because it's like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And you're like, okay, like everybody like kind of leaves out Halloween, but I feel like Halloween is part of the holiday season. It is because it's just it goes into the whole thing, you know. Mm-hmm. So there's so much to talk about. Let's start off with some titties. Why don't we?
All right.
That sounds terrible, but we're going to start off with some titties, guys. Not ours, because we're not that kind of girl. But apparently there's some girls on Twitch who are that kind of girl. And they're like, you know, just very loosey goosey with the boobies, the booby sharing, which I find kind of really weird because Twitch is predominantly a platform for young people, like especially young male, teenagers, you know, who are going to play video games, and then they're like, oh, look at that pretty lady.
And the problem with that is introducing. I mean, I think a lot of this falls on the parents as well. They probably shouldn't even let their kids on Twitch or the internet in general. Mm-hmm. If I had kids, they would not be on the internet until they're like 18. Mm-hmm. But just saying, but for those who are on the internet and all that anyway, this kind of content is introducing them to pornography in a way, and that can ruin some people's lives. Like that can just become and to expose them to that at such a young age, it's terrible.
It's so bad for the psyche, and just generally speaking, it's icky. Like I feel like it's very predatory. Like it's like it just feels very predatory, especially from the ladies, because I mean, these people know like that. We were talking about this on Toxic Femme the other night, which you have to come back on soon.
Yes, I would. Love
but we were talking about this the other night because, you know, one of the things is that it's very evident, because when you're a content creator, you're constantly showing your analytics and how many, you know, boys and girls come on your channel, and like, you know, different kind of things, like male, female. I mean, the gender, because there's only two.
Exactly.
So like, you know, you get the age, you get like, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think like on YouTube, I have a 9% female audience, which is a lot, actually. I thought
that's actually a lot for our
little corner. Yeah. I was a little shocked that I had 9% female audience. But it just, so when you see that in that scope, with that perspective, so then when you see people like this lady here, it becomes kind of like icky because you're like, okay, like, you know what's going on.
Right.
You're fully doing this, like fully aware of what kind of people you're targeting. It's very predatory. And you would, assume that a platform like Twitch would care about something like that, but no, of course not. That's not. That's not.
I mean, that's who made them a ton of their money is like Amaranth and those hot tub streamers
hot
and
tubbers.
stuff. And I think that's just where their focus is at. And you look at a lot of their very popular girl streamers who are breaking rules and doing things that are terrible, like flashing a tit, things like that.
Yeah.
And it's like they get a slap on the wrist most of the time, and then they they get a slap of the wrist most of the time and then come back. But that's just because, hey, I mean, Twitch, they care about, hey, they're pulling in money, and they they're not as strict on the women there as they should be.
No, and they're also like because the other stuff that they do, which I always thought was really weird. And I mean, I'm not into it, but I mean, I can understand why some people would be, which is it's the ASMR stuff, like,
right.
And I mean, like, the ASMR stuff varies because, like, some of the stuff, like, especially like when it comes to like food items or like the mukbang and stuff like that, it's not as sexual, so it's like whatever.
Right. It sucks because when ASMR was, I remember when that was first, getting uploaded on YouTube and stuff like that, people weren't creepy with it at all.
No,
and I would watch those videos to try to help me sleep, and it would just be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this woman to pretend like she's doing a cranial nerve exam on me. It's just like, it was soothing. And it's just gotten so weird now. They've sexualized ASMR so much that I just don't even feel comfortable watching it anymore. It's just so weird.
So weird, because I remember too when it first started, like at first I was just like, oh, this is weird. And then my husband actually told me, hey, like some people use this to fall asleep, like the way you said it.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'll try. And then I tried it, but I could not get into it, Melonie, because it was weird to me, because I was like, this feels like somebody's trying to brainwash me or like put subliminal messages in my brain, like while I'm asleep or something, like, you will want to eat like something badly later with your I don't know, or something. I don't know, like some weird thing that's going to go in my psyche. Like, you're going to go like shoplift tomorrow. Like I'll be like, oh my God, like what is going on? So I didn't like it. It felt weird. So I just never got into it. But then things evolved, and I was like, then it started like, I think it was on John Talks channel one night, we were all talking, and then like we were just hanging out, and people were telling me like, did you know about this Twitch thing? I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, what? And then so they go on the channel, and there's like all these women like just going at it with their mics, and I'm like, what the f is going on? Like, and there's like literally thousands of people watching these women just give like literal head to their mic, and I'm like, what has happened to just, I can't even call it common decency, because it's not even. It's just weird because it's not a porn website. Like, it's
right,
like,
exactly. I made an ASMR parody.
You did? Oh, yes. We gotta see it.
I'll link this to you. I made this one like a year and a half ago or something. Here, let me link it in the private chat. Chrissy showed it on hers. This is the entire uncut version. It's funny because I made it for a little TikTok video where I was making fun of how weird ASMR gets, and I just ended up uploading the entire uncut version as well. So
amazing. We're gonna watch.
It's like 3 minutes, so you might want to skip through parts. But
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Let's watch a little bit of it.
Okay.
Let's see. Feed me.
Yeah.
Oh, your hair is so different here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta turn it up. Oh, it's
oh yeah.
All the way.
Hold on, it'll get louder. I
hope you're having
It progressively gets weirder and weirder.
That's great, Melody. This is funny. The only thing the only thing missing, Melanie, is like bright blue hair. Like what you need is like bright blue hair or bright pink hair or something, and then you'll look like one of those
microphone with ears on it.
Yeah. And then you look like one of those freaking weirdo lefties that are like,
yeah.
I can't stop watching this now. Soothing and relaxing. Are you just going off like whatever comes to your head?
Because I cut it for a quick TikTok, and so I was just like, let me just do a bunch of different things, and then I'll edit. It was a parody for how weird ASMR gets, but then I was like, oh, I'm gonna upload just the entire part that I did.
Oh my!
There's one part I went like, wow.
Do you want me to keep going? We can keep going.
No, it's fine. Oh yeah, and I did like some corn singing in there.
I mean, but that is kind of like what it's like, though. You know, it's just like this weird. Like, I mean, I always thought this ASMR stuff was weird. I really did. But then now it's gone to like a whole other level. And now it's like not even ASMR anymore. Now it's titties. It's like, okay, let's just show the titties. Like everybody just whip them out. Well, this woman did kind of like that's weird to me. It's weird. You're weird, lady. You're weird that you're like whipping out your titties for like 13-year-olds. It's freaking icky.
It's predatory. It's disgusting.
So she got banned though. Apparently,
is it a perma ban? Because I saw that she was banned, and then someone was saying it was just a temporary ban, which I don't get it.
That's a good question. I don't know if it's permanent or not. Does this article say so? Let's see. Over the week of December 8th, a new meta gained popularity on Twitch after streamer, cosplayer, and OnlyFans model Morgpie went viral on social media. Morgpie's stream showed the broadcaster seemingly topless, sparked outrage across the net as to what kinds of content was allowed on Twitch. 3 days later, Magpie was banned, but now Twitch has officially switched up its guidelines in retaliation to the sexual content of its platform. So I guess she's banned.
Okay,
that's what it sounds like.
Banned, because my goodness.
That's well, I mean, they might bring her back now after they switched up the thing, because that's the interesting part, right? So they switched up the rules. And to just kind of briefly go through what they changed, it's this, which I have questions. I'm like, wait, what? So it says Twitch updated the sexual content policy, changes certain content now allowed with labels. Okay, so apparently you can put that kind of content on as long as you label it. So artistic nudity permitted under sexual themes label.
That's the thing, is people can say anything as art. You know what I mean? So then they can do these topless streams and call it artistic nudity. For me, I feel like artistic nudity should fall under if you're streaming like a game or something that has statues in it that are nude. You know what I mean? Like ancient statues that are nude. Things like that should fall under that, not people rubbing paint all over their body. Or
I would actually say artistic nudity would be like body painting in a way, but because what you said would fall into the next one, game nudity, because that one is just like stuff in games that are
making
nude.
A sculpture of like
like
Renaissance sculptures, things like that. But I just feel, and also just trying to think of the double standard here, because picture if it were a man. What if it's a man painting his junk on stream? That is perverted. It's disgusting. Well, then why isn't it seen that way for women? It should be I just don't like the double standard of it.
I don't like the double standard either, but I kind of get it, because men's bodies are kind of utilitarian and ugly, whereas in female bodies are like works of art. So I kind of get it in that sense, but at the same time, what I think I don't understand and what I have the most problem with is that it's not OnlyFans. Like if this was going on OnlyFans, I'd be like, well, whatever. I'm not a patron. Not that I'm a patron of Twitch, but I know OnlyFans, like little kids aren't hanging out on OnlyFans, or they shouldn't be. Whereas in Twitch, it's a very, very like, a kid place. So that's what I think I have the most problem with. I'm like, I don't understand. Like if you're,
well, if they had an 18+ website, it'd be like, whatever, go ahead, equal rights, titties, junk, show it all. But this is an 18+ site, and so I don't think they should show any of it. Regardless.
Agreed. I agree with you. Yeah. That's why I'm like, well, why don't they just make it 18+ site? Like that's what I don't get. It's like, why don't you just make it an 18+ site and then go full porn? Like, you can do weird porn stuff then, if you wanted to. Like, I mean, people basically are now already. But then so they already they also had game nudity, which is that would make sense. And then body painting acceptable with appropriate label. Mature games label generally covers content, and stream visibility impacted by content labels. Now, I guess like the most ambiguous one is the artistic nudity, because like this girl, would that fall under artistic nudity then?
See, I think Twitch put that in there so that they can make exceptions and they can just put it under that. Like it gives them that get out of jail free card of like, oh, well, this is artistic nudity. It's whatever they deem. And I think it's stupid.
It's dumb. I mean, like, it's not like they do the ASMR naked, but it's like, okay, they like get topless or whatever, and then they have like this thing they're shoving down their throat, and it's artistic. Like it's like where are we? What planet do we live on?
It's just it's really negatively affecting a lot of people as well. I feel like it just fuels degeneracy. It's making it difficult for a lot of men who consume this kind of content to even have the motivation to interact with women in real life, and or even to know how to properly, because the experience that they're seeing of women all the time is only in a sexual context online. And so it's just been, I think men suffer a lot from it. And I know that obviously there's this whole like, okay, there's a disrespect to women that goes with that, but they're disrespecting themselves, and they are hurting men in the process. This is not benefiting men. And I know they might feel like it does because of the short-term gratification that they're getting out of it, but it is damaging them. It's making it difficult for them to even interact with the opposite sex at all. And it's fueling degeneracy. It rots your brain. It's not very good things, that's for sure. And I mean, again, I have a problem. Like, again, people, if you want to go do whatever you want on whatever 18+ website it is, like that's the thing that is just a very big issue, I think. And following what you just said, I don't know if you saw this thing on New York or Shoe posted this the other night. This doesn't have anything to do with like this doesn't have anything to do with like porn or anything like that. But I think this kind of goes hand in hand with what the digital age has done to our society, and how easily accessible like titties are, like is doing harm. Loath says art is subjective, and that's true. And I think that that's one of the reasons they're putting that, Twitch is putting that on there so that it can be like, like everything is artistic, because if everything's artistic though, nothing is. I mean, look at modern art. My God, that shit, that ain't no art. Okay, like putting a piece of shit on the ground, being like, "Hey, look at my modern art." It's like, no, I don't believe that. But okay, so Shu posted this the other night, and I commented on it, and I was like, I feel like I died a little inside watching this. Did you see it? No, I didn't.
Okay, here we go.
Excuse me. But you are absolutely beautiful, and I would love to take you on a date sometime. Every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching.
Wow.
So that's basically it. Like, because he goes
Wow.
from, asking the girl out,
Yeah.
human connection,
Yeah.
maybe making this is the memory that you're going to tell your grandkids, like,
Right.
your grandma, to, oh my God, this is what we've come to.
It's sad. It
Just,
really is sad, and people are and the thing is with dating apps and stuff like that, while yes, some people do end up finding their husband or wife on there, and for some it does work out, but I think as a whole it has also been negative to society because people are it's like window shopping for people. It's
yeah.
really weird, and it dehumanizes people, and it also is if people can just look for someone on an app like that, then they're not actually interacting with people. They're not getting that, and so you really can't connect with people in that same way. So
You know what's weird is when you said that, I kind of like, how like you just make like little like your synapses all of a sudden go up. When you said that, it also made me think like it's interesting because we constantly talk about how in our culture, like not that it hasn't been forever, like not that like adultery hasn't been a thing forever,
right,
but like one of the things we talk about constantly is adultery, though, like how
yeah,
women cheat on men, both sexes cheat on each
right,
other all the time. But it makes it, I think this is one of the reasons that it's making it even worse now is
yep,
like the fact that you don't really have that human connection anymore. So it's just
right.
really, really easy to just be like, I'm just gonna cheat. Like,
Yeah, and I'll just be like, "Oh, I'll just find another one. I'll just find another one on this app." Or like
yeah.
it's so easy to get attention from the opposite sex, like if you're anything remotely attractive. And so it's just like for a lot of people, they're not appreciating genuine connection because they're seeing people as disposable, or they're seeing people as just what can they do for me? You see this on all of these gurus that give dating advice, men and women alike. The women are giving gold digging advice, and then the men are giving advice on how to use women just for sex. And so it's like you have people treating that you're creating narcissists in a lot of ways with all of this, because it's just what can all these people do for me? What can they do? And it's such a stark difference from when I think from when my brothers were dating and they were looking for wives, like they were dated with the intent of marriage. And when they went online to do research about dating, their research was how can I be a good date? How can I improve myself? What etiquette do I need to have? And it was instead of just what can these women do for me? What are they bringing to the table? What's this and that? And so times have just changed a lot with all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I often think about that because I've been with my husband for so long, and I often think about but I have single friends, like, like that are kind of like, oh, I need to, they tell me about the horrors of what they go through with dating online. But there's really nothing there's nothing really that you can do other than like maybe going to the gym or something. But even like going to the gym has now become like so like taboo to like hit on people. Like it's like hitting on people has become like this insanely like taboo thing, as you can't even do it anymore because it's like, oh, you're gonna get harassed. You're harassing people. It's like, what?
It's tough right now just because the way society is built, and I think by design, by the more higher ups out there, they want to keep us docile. They want to keep us in our homes. They want to lock us down in our homes as much as possible. And I know I'm guilty of participating a lot in this, of like ordering delivery, things like this, not actually going out and interacting with society. And there is definitely a big negative to that. And so whenever you can do everything at home, including dating, it takes away so much of the soul of it. And
it's it is soul crushing. And that's one of the things that when I watched that video, I was like, oh my God, my soul's dying inside when I see society just kind of become this really robotic, like there's no human connection. And like, we're making we were talking about something behind the scenes like before, and you know what I'm talking about. Like it's just we're making that happen. We're doing this kind of stuff. And it's just, it's all a bit much. It's all a bit much. And so it can sometimes get really dark. And that's why I do my Friday show, so I can balance out the world and remind people that there's still good things happening as well, you know, because we need it. We need that. But so do you think that anything is going to actually happen with regards to Twitch? Like, is what they're doing even legal? I mean, to kind of let basically porn on their website for kids. Like, isn't that kind of like I don't know. I feel like that there's something wrong
think
with that.
that there should be some sort of intervention there at a higher level of, okay, wait a minute, this, you know, because obviously all the porn sites and stuff, those are adult.
Yeah.
And so whenever you have a website that does target children, there should be guidelines around that. And at a higher level. So I don't think they should be able to be getting away with all this stuff. But just right now, that's just how it is.
I guess we'll have to find out what happens in the future. But I don't think people are very happy with Twitch right now, though. I think a lot of people are like,
"Oh, they're not.
What are you doing? Like,
it's
this is not cool."
Oh, I just feel like they keep making things worse too. And I mean, they did what with allowing, okay, you can multi-stream now. Finally, it's a bit late to allow that now, but still, I think finally, because we are seeing other rival platforms like Kick and even more people streaming on YouTube and stuff like that. Twitch doesn't have a monopoly on this market. Twitch is losing money. And so it's they're going to have to do something. And I don't think that trying to validate all of this pornographic content is the way, personally.
But Russell Halford too says, can't Twitch just hide the spicy stuff? And that's like, see, that's the thing, Russell. I don't think they want to. I think they want to have the spicy stuff be very visible to the young audience, because that's how they're making their money.
Right. And you know, when these things go viral, like this story, for example, that might actually be pulling in more viewers. So sometimes bad press is good press. Yeah. And so perhaps a lot of these controversies are low-key helping out Twitch. And it sucks that it's like that. But yeah, they don't care about Twitch. I mean, they're run by Amazon, all this stuff. Twitch doesn't have morals. They don't have values. They don't give a crap about anything but making money. So you can't, that's what's going to make the difference is, okay, if this negatively affects them financially, then they'll make a change. But yeah, if they're just getting a bunch of free press and then more people are watching, they have no incentive to change these things.
And I think, to your point too, Russell, like, I think it's just that what they're doing now with their labels is they're trying to pretend that they're going to hide this stuff. So they're going to be like, oh, like, so like, you know, this, you know, titty streamer chick can't go play Tomb Raider in a titty top or like whatever, like with her titties out, and then just have it under, you know, Tomb Raider, like playing it, you know, just Tomb Raider. Like, then she would have to put artistic nudity or like whatever else along with the game. So I think that that's going to make it go into, like, I guess there's going to be an artistic nudity section. I mean, isn't that easier to get like a hold of now? Like that is weird to me. I don't get, I don't understand this.
Parents should just not let their kids on the internet. That is, obviously unfortunately we're not able to keep all of this dangerous stuff off of these children's websites. So the best solution is just don't let your kids on the internet.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy that you say that is I read an article like years ago that both Steve Jobs and Bill Gates didn't allow their kids on the internet until they were like well over 13 years old. Like they were like, we're like they do not get on the internet because those fuckers know, like those know. So that's why, and Russell's right. It's not a realistic solution by any means, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, it should be discussed though. Like there should be like this, at least a discussion, like,
Right.
like, I mean, good parenting, I think, is the answer. Like, that's
Yeah.
basically what we're talking about, is like, at least have that understanding of limited screen time or limited internet time. And at least for very, very young age kids, like having parental controls and stuff like that, like those things are important. But it's definitely tough to navigate through this. 200 Watt Studios is here saying happy Wednesday night to the two beautiful ladies. Thank you,
Thank
200 Watt
you.
Studios. And then there was also the Lick a Lot of Puss that said for $1.99, Nina and Melonie, I would gladly push your button. Wow. Thank you. I think
the hat button, the dancing hat.
Kids will find a way. They always do.
Well, yes and no. It just depends on how much. Now, I think that because of public schools, and I mean, they're a nightmare right now as it is. That's bad enough. But I mean, I just think of like how I grew up, where it was like I was homeschooled, for example, so I wasn't even exposed to a lot of stuff, and I stayed innocent for such a long time. And so just offline consoles, retro console. I mean, this is just how, if I had kids, that's how I'd do it. It'd be like homeschooling them, retro consoles only. First of all, they'll play better games on my watch, but they'll be playing PS1, PS2, PS3, nothing online, no online games, none of these,
no smartphones,
right? No smartphones, nothing that connects to the internet. My computer, all that would have a password on it. The kids cannot access it. Internet is not for children. You gotta, that's the thing, is that's so important with children, is preserving their innocence. And there's going to be sometimes that you can't always be watching constantly, but parents should be doing everything they can.
I think like one of the things too, Melonie, is that it's the constant phoning it in now with regards to parents. I think that's one of the things that I think we've kind of lost sight of, is that, like Russell was saying earlier, like that's not going to work. Well, I mean, if you have that attitude, Russell, of course. But the point is like, you got to have like, you got to set some boundaries. And a lot of parents, I feel like, are people our age that are having kids now, are kind of like having this attitude of like, well, there's nothing we can do. So they're not doing anything,
They can. My friends I grew up with, they have children. They're teenagers now. They've still ain't never been on the internet. And it's like they're homeschooled. They've never been on the internet, and they act like children did when I was a child, where we were actually children. We didn't grow up too fast, didn't lose our innocence, weren't exposed to corruption and things like that. And you just see kids who are on these social media platforms and stuff. It just seems like they're acting so much older than kids acted when we were kids.
Exactly.
And that's not a good thing. That's not just, oh, they're mature. It's just because they've been exposed to more things, and they're not as innocent as children were back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, like, what happened to like reading books? I mean, I feel like kids today like barely read any more books. Like, I mean, that's all I ever did when I was a kid. I mean, back then, to be fair, we didn't really have computers. But it's just, like as time has gone on, I feel like that this new generation, even books now have become on the pad, right? Like,
I know.
So even like now, books are still a screen time, which I don't like. Right. Like, I like physical books. I like physical media.
Right.
But that's one of the things that it really gets to me too, is like the idea that parents just feel like at this point in the game, there's really nothing we can do. And I feel like that's not a thing. Like we need to take back our power as adults and parents, and stop wanting to be our kids' best friends. Like that's one of the things I feel like people do. We're like, you're parent first, not a friend. Like you're supposed to parent. And that's the part that people have a lot of problems with, I think. 201 Studios for $5 is crazy how iPhones give you screen stats. Like you're supposed to be on your phone more. I see. I didn't even know that because I haven't had an iPhone for years. Like I had the first iPhone I ever had was like the iPhone 3G, and I hated that fucking thing so much. I switched to
I'm
Android.
team Android.
Yeah,
same.
team Android. Been team Android for years. I didn't even know that you had this on iPhone. That's freaking insane. Like be on your phone more. I mean, I believe it. That's how they're making their business. Just constant. Everybody be on the screen all the time. I feel like this world's going to hell in a handbasket because we can't figure our shit out. Now, on to the next topic, which is also a really pleasant topic. Abuse.
All right.
I know, like freaking physical abuse and madness, celebrity madness is the next topic because I don't know if you're familiar with this gentleman. His name is Jonathan Majors. He's in Ant-Man. He got his start kind of like as in Loki season 1 in Marvel, I should say in Marvel, because before that he was in other stuff, but his big break's been like in Marvel's Loki season 1 as Kang, and then he went on to do Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I haven't seen.
I haven't seen Loki. I haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp either. I watched the first Ant-Man, but
I haven't seen the new Ant-Man and like the commie Ant-Man or whatever. I haven't seen it. I saw him in Loki season 1 though, because I was like back then I was still watching some Disney Plus shows.
Right.
But now, I should say some Marvel shows to be more clear, because I don't watch Disney Star Wars. And also Marvel, I'm kind of out to now. Like I'm like, man, Marvel sucks now. Like they got nothing, like literally nothing to offer me. But this news dropped a while ago, like a few months ago, that this dude got into an altercation with his girlfriend. And he was allegedly, they filed for assault the next day. And the police did, and now the trial is happening for this assault charge. And at first, when it very first thing happened, his lawyers were like, we're gonna release like this video from the cab. It's gonna like basically break the case and show you clearly that she's in the wrong and she's the abusive one and blah 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 blah. Now, to just kind of like give you the lowdown of what happened. So basically, this guy's in this relationship with this chick named Grace Jabari. She and him met on Ant-Man, like the set. And she's like a choreographer, like a dancer choreographer. So she's in the industry as well. It's not like she's just like some random girl that was like, a fan or something like that.
Right.
She's in the industry. They've worked together. They were working together, had a working relationship. They started dating. And then this girl apparently found out that this dude's cheating on her with some chick named Cleopatra, saw her text him in the car, and an altercation broke out. And that's what happened. Like she saw him receive text from this Cleopatra girl and then lost her shit.
Wow.
So now, then there was like all this stuff happened, and then she went to the hospital with like apparently I don't know if it was broken, but like it was something had happened to her finger, like dislocated or something, and there was a cut on the back of her ear. She had to get pain medication. So all this stuff has come out since then, including text messages by him to her, which were kind of really like weird and abusive sounding, because they were like, he kept threatening her with suicide, like attempts of suicide.
Oh no!
She wanted to leave, and they like she wanted to break up with him, and he would be like, "I'm gonna kill myself," and then I guess she wouldn't. Either way, this relationship seems really freaking toxic on both sides. It seems bad. Now, a lot of people. There's a video footage showing that he did not cause her injuries. Let's talk about this, because I did see the footage. I don't agree with that, because I'm like, I didn't see what you people saw. Like when people like Russell are like, it didn't cause her injuries. He literally lifted her and threw her in the car where she literally hit her head against the car door. So I'm like, I don't understand how you guys are saying that this is not like him being abusive, because that's abusive behavior. But okay, here we go.
All right, let's see it.
Here's the also the driver testified. Finally, the driver testified that he didn't see Jonathan Majors hit ex-girlfriend as domestic assault near the end of the trial. So we're going to get into that article as well, because that article is really interesting to me, because he says he didn't really see it because he was looking forward. So I'm like, I don't understand how this is damning evidence. But okay, here we go. Let's start with the video.
Okay,
so here we go. Now, allegedly, the assault actually happens before this in the car. Okay. So this is like supposedly after the fact, because they're in the car. They get into an altercation where she sees his phone. She grabs his phone or whatever. This is when they're stopped and they're trying to get out of the car because he's trying to get away from her, but then he doesn't because he wants her to get it back into the car. This gets weird. So here we go. Now, they're kind of far in this video. This is the original video. I'm going to show you a little bit zoomed in video as well. So there's him trying to like get her into the car again. Because I don't know if you can see that, but oh my God. I hate when that happens.
I know.
We're trying to like dissect this video here. So, okay. So he's like trying to push her back in to the car. I had to go back again. Wait. No. Why? No. Okay, hold on. Here we go. So he's like, okay, so they're out of the car. Oh. Did you see how he pushed her in and she hit her head? And then he pushes her again, and then he pushes her again. And then she gets out.
Well, if she doesn't want in the car, he shouldn't be physically forcing her in the car. I know that much.
And then she wants his phone. And he pushes her off and then takes off. Okay, here we go. This is it.
Oh, yep.
See how he picked her up and like, we were in there.
He shouldn't be forcing her in the car. She also shouldn't be trying to grab his phone and run after him. Not that that's on the same level, but it's this kind of situation. It's like, if the dude's cheating on you, just go. Don't.
I know.
Stop trying to make a scene. Stop trying to take his phone. Stop trying to argue with him. Stop trying to reason with him. If he cheated on you, leave quietly. Especially if he's threatening suicide, all this kind of stuff, then just go. I mean, there's no,
Yeah, so then
what is she doing chasing him right now?
She's chasing him around for the entire video, like, which I'm like, I don't understand why you're doing this, lady. Like, why are you going after this guy?
Yeah.
Who by the way, she almost gets hit by a car here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
wow.
Lady, what are you doing? Are they? I know. What are they? 5? Somebody said that. I'm like, they seem like they're 5 years old.
No emotional regulation. And I get it that relationships and stuff to trigger a lot of emotion. When you really care about somebody and you really love somebody, then of course that's but you got to use your brain at the same time. Like, okay, don't chase the guy and try to grab his phone. Like, come on.
It's crazy. 201 Watt Studios says his girlfriend's break was in the taxi. What do you mean his girlfriend's break?
Huh. I don't know.
You have to clarify. 201 Watt Studios. Russell Hall for five says Majors was trying to leave her and she was flipping out. He wanted to get her back to the room in one piece so that he could bounce. I mean, that's a lot of did you read the text?
Need to separate, like, just get away from each other and cool down and think. Like, you give themselves some time to not be so unhinged, and that's just
it's next level, because especially like when you read the other abusive texts that he would send her about like wanting to commit suicide and stuff,
right?
And she was like all like like leave you if you're gonna commit suicide. Like, it was really, really weird. Thank you, a serious man. Wait, a serious man.
serious man.
A serious man. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Appreciate that. And Joker's voice member for 27 months is Hail Nina and Melonie. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. And so she's high. I think they're both high. And so this is what happened with this is the driver's testification. Is that
testimony,
testification. Testimony. That's it. That's the word. I was like, what is that word again? Yeah, words are hard. So this was interesting to me because it says driver testifies that he didn't see Jonathan Majors hit ex-girlfriend as domestic assault case nears end. But he also didn't say he didn't see that either. Like he didn't see shit. Like, that's the thing. It says the sole witness of the altercation at the center of the domestic assault case against actor Jonathan Majors testified in Manhattan court on Monday as the trial began winding down. Naweed, this guy's name is Naweed.
Naweed. That's funny.
What a great name. Naweed Sarwar, the driver of the black SUV in which the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania star allegedly assaulted his then girlfriend Grace Jabari, told jurors that he didn't see much disputed March 25th encounter because he was looking straight ahead at the road. So he didn't see shit. He's just like,
straight. Nope, I ain't seen nothing. I don't want to deal with this. They both seemed I think they both seem kind of crazy in that situation, to be honest.
They do look both crazy. But then he says this. So then he goes to say, but Sarwar, speaking through an Urdu interpreter who used broken English, testified that he had a feeling that Jabari, a British dance and movement coach, was the aggressor. So he had a feeling that she was the aggressor. We don't know because he didn't actually see anything. He just
I will say her chasing him is antagonizing. I will say that if somebody is trying to get away from you, you can't force them to be in your presence.
Sure.
So
yes.
I do think that he shouldn't have forced her in the car, but at the same time, if she will not leave him alone and she will not give him space when he's trying to get away from her,
that's
puts him in a really tough situation.
Yeah.
There. So, I mean, in this case, like it would be one thing to just absolutely manhandle her and shove her in the car, but another case of like, okay, I need you to get to your hotel safely. Please leave me alone right now. Like, if someone wants to be left alone,
leave them alone.
You got to respect it. Leave them alone.
Agreed.
Because I mean, what if that was the other way around and it was her trying to get away from him and he's chasing her down the street?
Yes, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fucked up on both parts. It's like,
it is.
But then the delivery driver, the what?
Oh, it says livery.
Livery? New York Post. Come on, man. A feeling the girl had hit the boy because of the way that she was fighting and the sounds produced. I don't understand what that means. Okay, like, did you see her slap him? Like, what was the thing? Now, allegedly, she took his phone away from him when she saw it, and that's what the altercation was about. So I could see that there would be sounds of like slapping or whatever, like, because they're trying to like.
To me, I just think if you got to get to that point where you got to grab their phone from them, just be done. Like, it's not worth the energy. It's not worth all of that. If it's already reached that point, go. Just count your losses and go. Especially like if he's cheating, just go.
He's cheating and like texting you that he's gonna commit suicide like every 5 minutes. Like, just get out of there.
Yeah.
So Wari did
what did it accomplish getting his phone? What is that going to accomplish? Oh, then you see him texting her and all this other girl and all this stuff. What is that going to accomplish? You've already seen what you needed to see.
Exactly. So then it goes on to say, so Ward did not further describe what sound led him to believe that Jabari hit Majors during the private car service ride from dinner in Fort Greene, Brooklyn over Manhattan Bridge towards Creed 3 actress Chelsea's apartment. But Sawar did say that he saw Majors push Jabari back inside the car when it pulled over at the center of the Canal Street in Chinatown after a shuffle. The one part of the episode captured by surveillance cameras. I gotta say, by the way, that I'm really actually disappointed in the surveillance footage because at first, when this happened, at the very first thing that they said was, we have the surveillance, like we have the cab's footage, and it's like going to clear him of everything. Like that's what his defense came out and said. So I figured they had like a camera inside the car, because they usually do have those things. Like they have a little dash camera, but like it's facing the inside, so they can like, record for this very fucking purpose. If something happens, like a criminal thing, usually car services have those. So I was thinking that they're going to release that, and then they release a bunch of surveillance videos of them like running around. Like, I'm like, this is not what we wanted to see. I wanted to see like inside the car where she's hitting him or whatever, like who hit who first, or like what was happening. That's what we need to see, and that's not what we got. This was a disappointing video. He was trying to throw her in the car. He testified. He was saying, "Leave me alone. I have to go."
Well, he's not leaving him alone. I think as long as he didn't wasn't rough with her, I can see why he's trying to get away,
Yeah. I mean, I would too. That's like, what else can you do, especially as a man, right? Like if you're a crazy bitch coming after you, and she's like, and she's like going crazy. It's like, what can you do? Because you can't hit her. Like you can't be like, get the out of here, bitch, and like, just like knock her out. You're gonna run away, because that's the only thing that you can do, is like, without wanting to hit somebody or like knocking them out, you probably are gonna run away. I mean, what else can the guy do? What else do they want him to do? I don't know. I would just keep running from her and just not stop.
Right. I mean, it's just unfortunate that in that kind of case, there's nothing that the guy isn't really going to get help with that sort of situation. If it was the other way around and he's chasing the woman, there's going to be people who will try to intervene, or she can call the police or this or that. And maybe in this kind of case, he could call the police and say, she won't leave me alone. And maybe they would listen. But, something like that
that's a good point. That's a good point, actually. Like, call the cops right away.
Yeah, just call.
Hey, like this chick's not leaving me alone. Like we're having a dispute. Like you need to come right now. Like it's not a bad. That's not a bad point, actually. The driver also testified several times that Major was trying to get rid of Jabari, despite Judge Michael Gaffey's pleading him to only testify to what is happening, not what you think happened. See, that's interesting to me, because in law, they tell you, like, beyond the reasonable doubt, right? And like, if it, and to witnesses, like to talk about what you saw, not what you think you saw. So the jury is going to basically be told, like, well, I mean, you didn't technically see him do it. So it seems like he's probably going to be found not guilty based on the fact that nothing was witnessed. So I don't really know.
I mean, if things aren't conclusive, you can't. Like there's no evidence, you just can't.
Exactly. Jabari 30 has testified that the episode erupted when she snatched away Major's phone after she discovered evidence that he was allegedly cheating on her. Text from another woman who wrote, "I wish I was kissing you." By the way, that woman
just
was
like called... leave, bro.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody worth that. Ain't nobody worth them cheating on you. Ain't nobody on this planet Earth that is worth letting them cheat on you. Just
by the way, that woman was called Cleopatra.
That's so funny.
That's so funny.
I mean, obviously it's gonna like hurt, and it's gonna be a very sad and tragic thing, but don't waste your energy. Don't make a fool out of yourself chasing this guy down and trying to take his phone. It will accomplish nothing. He's already cheated. If he actually texted that, that's already cheating right there. Yeah. Just be done. Move on, be done.
I agree.
Go eat some ice cream and cry with your girlfriends.
Like, I agree 100%. But she was like obsessed with him. It's like, I don't understand why she wouldn't just leave the guy. I mean, this is one of those things where I feel like she totally had, I don't know if I would call it Stockholm syndrome, but she had something, because it was like, there's clear like evidence of at least psychological abuse. If there's not like physical abuse, there's clear evidence of psychological abuse. So if you're going through that, like just get out, like just go. I mean, don't you have a mom or sisters or friends that can tell you like, girl, you're being, psychologically abused, get out.
There's a such thing as, why do people not have dignity anymore either? Because it's like, I get it that sometimes, arguments or this or that get emotional and people say things they regret, that sort of thing. But there's a difference between that and absolutely losing every ounce of dignity you have by chasing somebody who wants to get away from you and trying to grab that. It's like, have some self-respect.
Agreed.
And don't act like that. I mean, not to mention it's already terrible to do to him, but like at least do it for yourself. Have some self-respect.
I agree completely. 200 Watt Studios for $2. Is she the dance choreographer or fight choreographer? That's funny. That's funny. It's both. And somebody said, I thought this was a funny comment. Somebody said, like, I don't think Nina understands how to like stalk someone properly or something. And I was like, that's true. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand.
I can't say I have experience in stalking people. So
yeah, I feel like Nina doesn't understand how to be cray and stalk a guy properly. That's true. I'm not an expert on being creepy and a stalker. That's definitely true. I will attest to that. So then Major 34 is okay. I don't care what he was wearing. There's his new girlfriend.
Okay, she's pretty.
Yeah, she's already got a new girl. He's already got a new girlfriend. She's at the court
is that Cleopatra, the girl?
Oh no, I don't think
That's
so.
That's a different one?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is Megan Good.
Okay.
So that's his new. That's his new girl.
Okay. Well.
So then there was this, and then there was the other article, which was basically that the cops testified about what happened. It says Jonathan Majors and this was the other one. There was another one that the cops testified. And the cops basically said like they saw blood on the bed and they saw that she was hidden in the closet, and that's what they realized that they needed to arrest him because there was clearly some sort of problem. So that was basically it. I think this was it. Major's been heard as saying she's unconscious. Yeah, there it is. Officer Sarah and Sergeant Brian Hansen responded to Majors' 911 call on March 26th after the actor found his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari unconscious on the floor of a walk-in closet in the apartment and that they had shared. His 911 call was played in the court, and it was revealed that Majors had made a call after fearing that Jabari had overdosed or committed suicide, according to Hansen.
Oh my gosh, that is...
Majors could be heard saying that she's unconscious, she's my ex-partner, and that he didn't know what she had taken when asked if Jabari suffered from anything prior. He said that he couldn't get into the area that Jabari was located in the apartment and needed help of the handyman. The 911 operator told Majors to keep an eye on her breathing. In the officer's testimony, the NYPD officers did not find any evidence such as drugs or pills, bottles, or to support that Jabari had attempted suicide or overdose on anything. And she was taken to Bellevue Hospital to treat fractured middle finger and a cut behind her ear, as well as undergo short psychiatric evaluation. She was released shortly after. Majors was arrested that same day. Jabari has alleged that Majors assaulted her in the backseat of a car on March 25th. That's the video we just saw. Yeah. Jabari testified last week that she saw a text message on her phone from Majors, another woman that read, "Wish I was kissing you now." She said that she took the phone out of his hands to see who sent the message, and he forcefully retrieved it. She said this caused brushing, swelling, and excruciating pain, and that she had swollen finger and a cut behind her ear. Jabari testified that she was unable to sleep due to the pain, so she took 2 sleeping pills and woke up on the floor of the walk-in closet in the morning. She was confused as to her location. Lucero said on Tuesday, we had got her to sit up straight. She was saying, "How did I get here? Is he here? Is he out there?" She did state that she got into an argument with Majors the night before over text he received. He was preventing her from grabbing the phone. Sergeant Hansen was the officer who determined that Majors should be arrested in regards to the investigation. He testified that he found a small amount of blood on a comforter on the bed. It was on the top of the portion of the comforter, close to where someone's head and upper body would be. When he asked Jabari what had happened the night before and what caused the injuries, Hansen testified that she said that she was struck in the head several times and Major had grabbed her throat. Excuse me. Majors' attorney, Priya, whatever her name is, has alleged that Jabari was Jabari who was assaulted Majors in the vehicle that night and not the other way around. Hansen, who separated Majors from Jabari so that she could privately discuss her injuries, testified that he did not observe any injuries on Majors. Another case for how women can't really hurt men. Damn. Ben Toddy, Jabari's friend and talent agent, also testified on Tuesday that he had visited Jabari at the hospital and accompanied her during the psychiatric evaluation, blah, 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 blah. She was visibly emotional. Of course she would be. And la-di-da-di-da-da. That's basically
I think at the end of the day, they both sound like a mess. They
Insane
both sound
people.
like they have their issues.
Yeah.
Oh, who did what, this and that? They both sound awful. So yeah, just cut your losses, separate, make other people miserable, and yeah.
The only thing that really upsets me about this whole case is the fact that it's not televised. Like, we should be watching this just like fucking Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I don't understand why. Like, I think all celebrity trials should be televised. Like the whole Gwyneth Paltrow thing. Like the Gwyneth Paltrow thing was televised with like her ski instructor. I could not stop watching that. Like, that was so freaking funny. 201 Studios for $5 as Majors' first wife said at their wedding that they didn't exchange rings, they exchanged mouth guards. Oh my God.
Is that a joke or I can't tell.
That is definitely a joke. We are going to be joined by another lovely lady. It's Anna, that's Star Wars girl.
Hello. What's up?
Hi.
Not much. We were just watching the Jonathan Majors video that dropped.
Oh my God. That is all over my timeline now. Ever since you and Tom talked about it, that's everywhere. Like they're listening.
We've made it like a thing now. Well, I was just saying that, like, I'm so mad that they didn't make it like a televised trial, because this should, I think all celebrity trials should be televised for our fun, just because, I mean, they're not putting out fun movies anymore, so we might as well laugh at your real life. And
I know, I want to watch all of LawTube lose their minds again. The streaming wars.
It's definitely a thing. The boxing historian 206 for $5 says salute salute Nina. I think Melonie Mac. Okay. I was like, Eminem. Who's Eminem? Salute Nina Infinity, loving the channel. Something doesn't look right in that video. Potentially public stunt, or am I reaching?
Wait,
I don't, or a publicity stunt. I don't think it was a publicity stunt. These people have problems.
Yeah,
Melonie, does your middle name start with an M too?
I know, that would be pretty epic if it did.
I know.
Oh, MMM.
Missed opportunity from your parents.
I know.
Oh, totally. Russell Hall for $5 says Majors did not cause her injuries. She caused her injuries. She was groggy, and the cops made the suggestion that Majors beat her up. He didn't. Well, you sound like you were there that night.
That's the thing, is I don't feel at liberty to say whether he did or didn't. All I know is from the footage I did see, I don't think that there was anything damning there. I think the only issue I saw was she was antagonizing him and chasing him, and they both seem like they have issues.
I saw two issues. One, that he picked her up and forcibly pushed her into the car, that she hit her head to the back to that thing, because even the cops that are arresting criminals always like bend the guy's head. They're like, watch your head as you go in, because that's like apparently a thing.
I'm kind of iffy on that, because it's like he did appear to gently lift her, and apart from accidentally hitting her head, but she will not leave him alone. She will not get away from him. If a guy will not leave me alone, I will try to push him away. A guy can't do that. So what can he do? He can pick her up and try to put her in the car and say, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Yeah, that's the part that was like really weird. It's like the fact that she was like chasing him for like several blocks. I know, and then she chased her.
It's
just like, what the fuck? Like,
they both seem terrible to me.
Anna, what did you think of the video?
Isn't she like trying to get in his phone? That's why he's running away from her.
Yeah.
Right. I say just
she tried to take the phone. He took it back from her violently. Then she tried to get it back from him. So she started chasing him. It's like,
you're at the point where you're running after a guy to look in his phone, like it's over.
It is.
It's been over.
Yeah.
It's cringe too. It's cringe.
It's so cringe. It's so freaking cringe. Russell Hall for $2 says, "Isn't it a funny coincidence that Twitch allows a
fuck off, Russell? Fuck
what does that mean? I don't
ask. Don't ask questions.
Mean?
Do not move on."
I'm moving right along because I have no idea what the hell Russell Hall is talking about.
I'll tell you in the private chat.
Okay. 201 Studios for $2 says, "Is Anna working at Target now?"
No, this is orange. I didn't want to put a bra on, and this shirt's really thin. So that's
my God. Oh no. Now you're gonna have them all thinking about it. That's
I know.
Great. That's great.
You're not gonna stream like those Twitch girls? Just oil them up and cut them.
Oh my God, hell no.
Yeah, go get some oil, Anna. God, you're phoning it in.
I was like,
oh
get
my
these viewer numbers up. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, fuck that. I get more viewers when I'm drunk and I have a Bowser head on.
That's true. You get like crazy views on that.
People prefer me fully clothed and drunk ranting about movies than the girls naked on
That
stream.
is very true, because drunk Anna is like the most epic Anna. Well, I personally like high Anna better because you get way more giggly and like it's really funny and cute.
I like drunk Anna better because I hate like the down from getting high. Drunk all I have to do is sleep and I'm good.
I feel you. I can't even say this guy's name. Thank you for the $1.99. Says, "Anna, who won the last Miss Universe contest?"
Shut up.
I don't know what they're talking
some
about.
inside joke here.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce the country correctly.
Oh, right. That's right. Okay, what is this? Okay, look.
That's what that super chat was referencing. You don't want to know, but now you do.
Oh my God. Why? Why do I?
I'm good. I don't need to know.
I told you.
Nicaragua.
Yes, thank you. That's what I said, but apparently it sounds like another N word.
Right.
Oh no, wait, that's Melonie saying. Oh wait, what? Look. Oh my God. Why? Why would I do that?
Did you look it up?
I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not looking that up. I was just confused because you weren't here yet, but like Melonie posted a link for her YouTube like thing.
Oh yeah, my ASMR.
Yeah, her ASMR thing. And then you posted this, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like
you do like Down with the Sickness.
Yep, that one.
Yeah. So, what do you ladies think is going to happen? Because this case is going to come to an end very soon. I think not the defense, the prosecution's rested now. The defense is next. What do you guys think is going to happen? Melonie, do you think she's going to be found guilty?
I think unless they have actual more evidence, they just need to drop it because there's not enough evidence. I don't think that there's anything. It's supposed to be beyond a reasonable doubt, and there is plenty of reasonable doubt to be had here. Not that I think he's some great guy or anything, and they both seem like trash, but just drop it, part ways.
It seems like there's a lot of doubt, definitely.
Yeah.
Anna, what do you think?
I don't even know what the case is. Like who's suing who and what's the charges?
It's that the charge is that he's been charged with assault. So this is an assault charge.
My answer is I don't care.
Okay.
But it's going to show up on my timeline anyway because everything's listening. And because we talked about this, it's going to pop up everywhere now.
That is true. It is going to.
I kid you not, Nina. After I went on, what was it? Your Monday show. And you guys started talking about Christmas. Immediately, it's Christmas. Anytime I stream with Melonie, the next thing is all butter. Everything is butter. That's going to be my timeline.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Anna, wait, Russell Hall for 2 says, which of these emojis is orange, Anna?
The second one, but I'm telling you that with the this lighting
It's the
behind
lighting.
me.
Right.
It's the lighting.
It's orange. I promise. I can take a picture. Yeah, it looks
Oh.
really red on this one.
It
really
does look red.
Let me.
It looks like Christmas red.
No, it's like burnt orange. Let me. See.
Oh, there you go.
But this makes me look sick. It messes with my light.
Yeah, that's not good.
And then now it's blue. I gotta fix it.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't know. I don't think that fixed it.
No.
My camera's weird.
No, cameras are weird. The lightings are weird. They never show what is truly happening. Tyrannis Sickness, thank you for the $10, says, I love the ladies, brilliant and beautiful. Love you, Nina. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And also West Ward Smile, thank you for the $2. Melonie, I need to get something off my chest.
Should make a little Twitter video like I did.
Oh my God. I like how they always try to get
Can't
away.
say it here. Just check my Twitter. It's there.
Not orange at all. Still red.
I'll take a picture and post it on Twitter, and you guys can see this is orange.
Okay.
Why everybody's calling you a Target greeter? You guys are mean to Anna.
Target, they don't wear blue. They don't wear blue, or don't they just wear like red polo?
I am in my pajamas. Look at like my straight up pajamas, which are from Target.
Cute.
And I didn't want to put a bra on, so I put a vest on over it, so you don't see nothing. But it's
Very
orange.
cute.
You look amazing.
Orange.
I love how you decided not to wear a bra and come to my stream.
Nina, I took it off today. I'm not putting it back on.
Dude, I hear you. Like every time, sometimes late at night when you text me and you're like, "Hey, you want to come on the Jack show?"
I'm gonna send it to you in there.
Let's see.
Okay.
No, because it's looking.
It still doesn't look orange there.
It's not doing it.
All right.
Sometimes you text me at like, and you're like, "Oh, if you want to come on Jack show," and I'm like, "My bra is off." Like that. I'm not putting that back on.
You know what? I forget what time zones everyone are in. I'm going on California time, so it's early for me.
No, I feel you, but it's like there's a lot of times that happens too. Like even with Simcast, like freaking like Chrissy will send me a link and I'm like, my bra's off already. Like I'm done.
Okay, I sent you a link or the picture on Twitter so you can see it's fucking orange, Nina.
Okay, let me see.
Melonie, since you dyed your hair black, have you let it go curly? Because I don't think I've seen you with curly black hair.
I haven't since dyeing it. No. I'm thinking about once it gets a little longer, trying to see how it goes again. But I just kind of got over all the maintenance of curly hair and how frizzy it was getting, and I don't know. I've just been straightening it. It takes a lot quicker. That is orange.
It is orange.
That is weird. That it looks so red, but it's.
I don't know.
Orange.
It's orange.
I love that. Now I have a random picture of Anna's boobs.
It's great. On my sweater. You know what? I wish it was red because it would really fit in with the holidays.
It would, yeah. I mean, it kind of does right now. It looks red. So
yeah,
you put on a Christmas hat, and then
there's Christmas. I tried.
Oh, you did! I'm so proud of you.
Actually, this is me cheating. My camera's over. This is my centerpiece for my wedding. It's a peach tree.
Oh my
How
God.
cute.
It's so cute. It's a peach tree.
That's adorable.
You're ridiculous.
I know.
That's so cute. I love it.
So that's me. 2 birds with 1 stone right now.
Slosher, thank you for the $2. Says Anna, please say shop smart.
S-Smart?
S-Smart?
Shop smart?
I don't get it.
I don't get it. But thank you for the $2. Russell Hall for 2 says #free the nibs, #come on, #everybody has them. Thank you.
That they do.
That's true. 200 Watt Studios, $2 says orange vest. So Anna's working at Home Depot.
I kind of wish. I would love to get the discount.
Oh my God. I would love to get the Home Depot discount is where it's at.
I was thinking, I was like, where could you get like a gift card to that would go the farthest? And I'm like, I feel like the 2 places that I would use it the most would be like Michael's and Home Depot.
Definitely Michael's for you because you do crafts a lot. Like so, definitely Michael's. I don't know
At
about
Home Depot, you can make anything.
That's true. Dude, my husband is like obsessed with Home Depot. Like he could
You
just
guys
spend
have
like
those?
yes, we do. We have a few. He could just spend like all day in freaking Home Depot.
Oh, you know what's weird? Okay, so X-Ray Girl was here and I was Melonie will know. I don't know if you know Nina, but okay, the sour gummy worms that are like the trolley gummy worms, she had never seen them. And she's like, what is this?
Whoa.
And I was like, what is wrong with Canada?
Wait, what do you mean sour gummy bears? Because I don't think I've
Gummy
seen
worms.
them.
You know that they're
the
like
trolley.
the trolley ones are 2 different colors, and then they have the sugar on the outside, and they're sour.
I don't.
Oh my
I'm gonna have to
gosh.
see a
Oh my
picture.
goodness, they're delicious.
How? Okay,
They
Nina,
are so good.
I'm going to share my screen for you, Nina. But
Okay.
like, have you ever seen this brand? Because it's all over America, and I was amazed that you Canadians. Like, have you
Nope.
seen this?
Yep.
Never seen that.
What?
Never.
Oh my.
We never had this in Canada.
It's amazing.
was-
If you ever can get the eggs, they are the best things ever.
Oh.
But you've never. This brand isn't in Mexico either.
I haven't seen it in Mexico because I don't usually
Yeah.
check for candy. I'm a chocolate person, so I don't really like. I'm not a candy person, so I
Okay,
don't really
gotcha.
check in. But I can look. Well, I can look to see if they have it or not. I've always been more of a chocolate person. Like that is definitely my weakness.
So am I. But still, how do you not like gummy worms or have that? It's
I
all
don't
over
know.
America.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never had them. I mean, I like gummy bears. Gummy bears is good, but I can't eat them anymore, man. That shit's too fattening. We don't all have freaking mutant genes, Anna. We actually get fat if we eat.
Excuse
fucking crap.
me, Miss Never Ages over here. I want what
That's
she's
true.
got.
That's true. Yeah, I got a fucking vampire and a weird mutant on my stream, guys. There we go. A serious man. Thank you for for Anna not wearing a bra. How much to 86 the best? Way more than $2. I can tell you. Chris Coper, thank you for the $2. Says you see Anna, you can put 2 A's.
No.
Gather on stream.
No, and you know what? Now they both know what that means.
What is wrong with you people? Is what I want to know. Like, what the hell's going on? Okay, we don't usually talk about Pearl, like pearly things on this channel. But I saw this today and I thought that it was really funny.
Yeah.
Brittany Martinez posted this and says how it started. And it says, Brittany posted this saying, is it just me or does Hillary Duff get prettier every year? And then Pearl wrote, no, her fertility is declining. And then the next picture says, congrats to Hillary Duff, who is pregnant with her 4th child. I was like, this is great.
I just don't understand that comment because it's like, first of all, she already had 3 kids. So let's say even if she didn't get pregnant with another one, it's like, and let's say her fertility did decline and she couldn't have kids. And is this like, does she not have value as a person now?
It's crazy.
You know what's funny? Isn't she like, I don't know, how old is Hillary Duff? Like she's in her mid-30s, right?
She's in her 40s,
mid to late
she?
30s. I think she's like 36, 37.
Yeah, and it's like
she's 36.
She's married with children, and Pearl is what, 27 and not married and has no kids. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, and she's like a muscle mommy now. Like she's next level.
Well, she's also a billionaire now too because she created her own company. Her and Jessica Alba are both billionaires.
Wow.
Yeah, Hillary Duff like actually kills it in real life. Like she didn't just like, you know, just coast on the fact that she was Hillary Duff or whatever. She actually like went and made a business and like made money off that business and became successful like outside of it. Here's her Instagram. I wanted to check to see. Oh, look how cute she is. Look at the little doggies. So cute.
Hey, corgi.
Oh, look, those are kids with Santa.
That's cute.
Where is the one where she posted about being a muscle mommy? Because that was great.
Oh,
I don't think
I saw them all over Twitter. Yeah, I don't know if she posted them on Instagram. I know one of them was like a paparazzi picture, I think.
Oh, I thought she like posted like gym pictures on this. That's too bad.
No, I think it was someone else that
Let's see.
posted it of her.
Hillary Duff gym.
Do you guys remember when the Lizzie McGuire movie came out?
Oh my God.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I was
That was the first movie we ever pirated.
really?
Yeah, my cousin did it, and then like it was taking like 8 hours to download, and so she's like, okay, I have half the movie downloaded, like, do you guys want to watch it now? So we watched it. It stopped right when they started doing the fashion show, and then the next half uploaded the next day. But
You know what's funny is I never watched that movie. I never got into Lizzie McGuire because I missed it. Like it was like right after, you know, I'd gotten older and I was like, I don't want to watch this. Like I don't care. But there she is. Would you recommend her show now, Anna or Melonie?
Oh,
have you
yeah.
guys have you both watched it?
Oh, I mean, when I was young, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Like Lizzie McGuire, the show? Like you think it's fun?
Right.
Mhm.
I
Wow.
liked it back in the day. Yeah.
I think it would probably get canceled nowadays.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's interesting. So there you go. There's Hillary. She looks great. She got a nice butt. She's working out. She's working out. Maya Adair for $5 says, hey, those are awesome tattoos, Melonie. Apologies if this has been asked before, but what's the story with the tattoos?
Thank you. I don't really have a story. It's just I like art a lot and I got cool art on my arms.
There you go.
This one's like mostly Tomb Raider themed because it's like, okay, I love Tomb Raider, but yeah, that's it.
Great. Thank you for the super chat. You know, speaking of video games, I did see this other thing going around. It was a clip from Timcast where he's talking about how like he doesn't want to play the new Grand Theft Auto as a woman. I think Lethal reposted it. Let me check real quick. Hold on. Yes, Lethal Lightning. He reposted that. Okay, here we go. Did you, Melonie Mac, did you play Grand Theft Auto ever? And are you interested?
I played 5, but that's the extent of it. I never got super into Grand Theft Auto. But I had fun with 5.
I've played all of them. They're amazing. I think you would like. I don't know if you would actually, because it's a little bit dated now. But like my favorite one is San Andreas because it's got the best story in my opinion. Because it's just the most fun one. But okay, here we go. This is what Tim Pool had to say about playing as a female character in Grand Theft Auto.
But here's my thing. When I play GTA, okay, you are running around punching and beating people and shooting people and stealing cars. Yeah. You know, personally, I don't want to play a female character. It's not, I don't know if it really matters, but
sexism.
That's kind of weird in my mind. And you know, you can tell me that I'm wrong or something. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like this lady is going to run up to a random guy in the street and punch him and he's going to go down. No, come on. Yo, if your average woman ran up to your average guy and swung a fist at him, it's not going to hurt him. I mean, it may hurt a little bit, but it's not going to like put him down. And then, so my point was like, okay, so you play as this character, you run up and punch a random guy, and then he just clocks you in the face one time. You go down wasted. You lose all your HP instantly, and then you wake up outside the hospital.
I mean, I actually think that would be really funny. Like,
my thought with this though is video games aren't real life. They're not supposed to be real life. So I don't think that it's a big deal. I think whenever I think that's one of the problems with gaming is how they do try to make everything grounded and they try to make everything realistic. It's like that's watering down gaming. I like gaming for the escape of it. So hey, if they want to make a girl who can kick butt, do it. You know, that's my thought on it
too. Is like I actually think if the AI for the Rockstar, like if the AI for Rockstar is that good, that a girl would go on like punch a big guy and the guy's like like, you know, and it kind of like knocks her down or like she kind of gets like her hand hurts or something like that. I think that would be really funny and actually pretty cool that it would say like, you know, a girl can't, you know, punch a guy like that or whatever, or like there's like some sort of consequences, you get wasted. But the funny part about Grand Theft Auto is, you know, you have the great equalizer, which is a gun. Like, yes, you can definitely shoot a dude and be fine as a girl. Like it's like, yeah, it's a gun's gonna do the same amount of damage as a dude shooting it or a fucking woman is shooting it, right? Like,
well, I mean, look at Street Fighter. You're seeing these women that are beating up men in the game. It's not, to me, it ain't that deep. It's a video game. I do like when video games are more stylized and don't try to be realistic. So in the case of like GTA trying to look realistic and but then incorporating things that aren't realistic, then I think that I can see some sort of disconnect. But ultimately my thought is it's just a game. Let's stop projecting reality into video games and let's let video games be an escape again.
I agree. And like one of the things I'm definitely looking forward to in playing in the Grand Theft Auto as a girl is obviously playing her, like dress up with her. She's going to be so cute. Like I'm going to have the cutest girl running around being a mob boss, freaking badass girl. Because even in the other games, like I always play dress up with my dude characters, like literally every single item of clothing.
Go to the barber, get that fresh haircut.
Yeah, like dude, I actually like that was one of the things that I loved about San Andreas was that you could eat food and become fat. Work out and become skinny and like, you know, have like abs and like whatever. Like they had those kind of things in that game, and they took that away in the next games. And I kind of think that that's a lot like that was a missed opportunity. They should bring back the eating and gaining weight or like working out and becoming like Hillary.
They did that on Sims as well. It's like if you eat too much, you get fat.
Yeah, they used to do that stuff. I think they should bring it back personally because I thought that was
you guys, but when I play video games, I like playing as boys better than girls.
Oh, I like playing girls.
You know, like on Elden Ring, I made my character a dude. When I can customize my character, I usually make my character a dude.
That's so funny because I'm always playing as a girl. Like anytime, like there's an option to play as male or female, I play female.
See, I made the mistake of playing Elden Ring as a girl. And I'm like, this bitch is so fucking ugly. I think I spent
the girls hot. You can't.
I spent 2 hours just trying to get her face and body to look feminine, and then finally, I just gave up and I was like, "Fuck it, this bitch is ugly," and I put a mask on her. And then the only way to make her look like a girl was I just took all of her clothes off and just left a skirt on, so she's running around.
That's great. Oh my god, like that those are the things that are important to girls playing video games is like playing dress
it's like
up.
why would I want to be an ugly troll when I could be hot?
I
and then
know.
I played as a guy and I'm like, why are all these bitches hot but all the chicks are hideous?
Right.
I'll never understand that.
They're like, oh, women have to be like realistic and the guys can be idolized. I'm like,
I know.
Is this? Yeah. Russell Halford too says San Andreas also let you play the hokey pokey. It did? I don't remember that.
Bam chicka wee wee.
Like that. I remember when we installed the coffee mod for it, so you can see them have sex. It was literally called the coffee mod. It was like going for coffee. There was another thing that I actually saw, speaking of video games, that was interesting. Let me get this real quick. Power Cat Greg, thank you for the $5. Says, hey, Nina, Melonie, Anna. Hope you're all well. You want a good GTA clone game? Check out Scarface, The World Is Yours, 2006 game. It's awesome. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I will have to check that out. There was, oh my God, I was just thinking about something and then I forgot what I was going to show you guys because we were talking about video games and then I forgot what I was going to show you. Oh, it was something as posted. And I thought it was really funny because you guys remember how like a few months ago, like that whole thing went down about like Starfield and how they had pronouns and like me and as and like everybody else getting canceled because we said like having pronouns in the game is fucking retarded. So apparently the modders for the game came out and were like, we're not modding this game. It's too boring. So they gave up on the game. Wow. So I thought that was really funny. This was it. Here we go. From IGN, as reposted this, a shout out. And this is it says Starfield multiplayer modders abandoned project game is boring. I was like, damn.
Wow.
That is so wild that even modders are like, nah, we're giving up on this one.
No.
Yeah, the funny part is like, and as his epic rant video, that's what he was saying. He was like, "You're boring. You're so fucking boring." And like, then now they're like, "Yeah, these guys are fucking boring."
Vindicated, as has been vindicated.
Yes, 100%. He's been vindicated. And then let's talk about this other bit of news, which was before we do that, Maya Adair, thank you for the 5s. Have you played either Godfather game? What?
I think you meant Godfather.
Okay, well, I haven't played any Godfather games. Have you, Melonie?
Mm-mm.
Anna, you haven't played any Godfather games? Anna's never even seen the Godfather movie, let alone.
No, I have. I
Whoa.
watched it and I hated it.
Did you watch both, or you just watched the first one?
You know what? I watched the first one and I was like, I hate my life and the person that made me watch this. And then I rewatched it because everybody yelled at me, and I'm like, I hate everyone more now because I've watched this movie twice. And then the second one, I think I've seen scenes from, and the third one, I've seen the ending.
I don't think I've even seen the third one personally. I've only seen the first two. I was like, I'm kind of done after the first two.
Everyone says the second one is like the best one, and I was like,
Everybody does say that.
I don't know. I don't want to put myself through that again.
I haven't watched it in so long though that I can't be like one of those people that's like, yes, Anna, you need to watch it. Like I'm not gonna be like, nah. Listen, and besides, like, I just know you don't like those types of movies, so I just don't think that you would like those kind of movies. Like,
exactly.
It just has a certain flavor, you know? Like, for example, Melonie, do you like those kind of movies? You like mobster movies?
Can't say I really got into one, no.
Yeah, see, I love those movies. Like, so I like Casino, and I like, you know, I like The Departed. I think The Departed's like amazing, but I don't think Anna would like that. So I'm not gonna be like, you need to watch it because it's amazing. Because I think she'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? It's not amazing at all. Yeah, Goodfellas. Like I love all those movies. Heat, so good. Like those are great movies.
Okay, I like Heat. Goodfellas, no.
Oh, you like Heat?
Yes.
That's good. You might like Casino then, because Casino is pretty. No,
I have seen. No, you know what I like about Heat is that he acknowledges that he's a bad person and he loses, and the good guy wins. Like in Godfather, I'm like, I have no sympathy for you because you're a good person. You know what you're doing is wrong, and you do it anyway, and then everyone dies. I have no sympaphy for you. You're an idiot.
But that's the mob.
I know.
That's the life.
I know, and he chose to enter it. I'm not. So when his brother dies, I'm like, I don't know. Just be less stupid, I guess.
What'd you think of the horse scene, Anna?
Why the fuck did you have to kill the horse?
I know
the horse did nothing wrong. I know
that scene scarred me, man. I watched that way too young, and I was like, the horsey, why? Like I was so upset.
I was like, they should have like done something to the guy, not his horse. Like cut off his toes or something.
Why do they like fucking cut off a finger or his dick or something? Make him a eunuch or whatever the hell that shit is called. Russell Hall for $2. Anna, did you like Scarface?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Because it's funny.
Okay, so there you go. Like you're getting into crime movies a little bit then.
Well, but the thing with him is he's always a bad guy. He's never a good guy.
True.
And then he loses. It's one of those things where the villain of the movie is the protagonist. And so that I didn't mind. But The Godfather, it's like you have a good person and he
just chooses to do bad.
And it just bothers me.
But he's out of the family, and
I don't care. Your family's evil.
Once you're in the family, you're in the family, Anna.
Sure.
Mr. J, thank you for the $5. Says many people are overreacting to GTA 6 having a girl. It's been known for years that the game is a Bonnie and Clyde inspired story. So you'll play us both. Yeah, I know. I don't understand why people are losing their minds over the whole like, oh my God, there's a girl in this thing now. It's just like, first of all, there's a girl in everything now. So everybody calm the fuck down.
And that's the thing is I don't know, it can be done well and it can be done right. I mean, look, Tomb Raider. I mean, obviously amazing franchise up until they ruined it. So it's like, I don't think we need to swing the pendulum too opposite in the other direction of like, oh, can't ever have a female lead in a game anymore without complaining about it. Like, I get it that most female leads suck now. I get it. But to say that you don't want them at all, that's where you lose me.
I know. Same here. And like I said, I like playing as female characters in video games. I always do. Unless it's like, you know, The Witcher or something, and you can't. Like, it's like the dude's story. And
If you're allowed to be pretty, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
If I have to be some ugly troll.
I do not want to play as no ugly characters.
I hate playing as ugly characters. That's one of the reasons I was like, I'm not interested in Elden Rings. Everything is ugly in here. Like, what am I looking at?
You can make the dudes look pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just not into the Dark Souls situation.
Okay,
so that's not my type of game.
You know what? I'm kind of addicted. Now I compare every game to it and I'm like, this is too easy.
That's so funny. Good job, Anna. That's funny.
Okay, so I just think must be the worst news time. Like, there must be nothing going on right now because I got tagged in something about the Grand Theft Auto, and I'm like, I have never played Grand Theft Auto. I've had zero interest in it. I think I'm more interested in the Simpsons version of it.
Oh my God, that's such a fun game. Simpsons Hit and Run is amazing, Anna. You should watch it.
No, I have watched people play it before, but I've never played it. I've never had any desire to play it.
You would love it. If you like The Simpsons, you would love it because it's so good.
Well, that's neither here nor there. Like, I've never talked about Grand Theft Auto and somebody's like, all of these right-wing conservatives are bitching about Grand Theft Auto, like Nerdrotic, that Star Wars girl and Mauler. And I'm like, when have I ever talked about this? And I was like, I didn't even know this game was out until I got tagged in that tweet thread. And now it's all over my timeline. And I'm like, what's going on? And that's how I found out. And everyone's bitching about it. I'm like, haven't there always been girls in Grand Theft Auto? Am I crazy? Like, wasn't that a thing that the girl
first one apparently?
In the first one.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that one woman, like, her character got raped in Grand Theft Auto? Am I crazy? Am I thinking of a different game?
You might be thinking about a different game, but also, like, there's been girls in it, but they've never been playable characters.
Oh.
Your playable characters have always been male, usually since basically like the third 3D one, because the first one is 2D, so they look like little pixel characters, but they're technically female. But like, but now, so the 3D ones has always been male. So now they're doing like the female for the first time, which I think is going to be fun. And it's cool that they based her on like this chick from, I think that's in a cartel, just like what I said. I thought it was cool that they did that. So I'm excited to see what can happen. There's a lot of badass bitches, guys. I'll tell you that much right now.
Is this game like where you have like a set story and set like characters that follow a set story path? Or is it like Elden Ring where it's like completely randomized and you can be whoever and whatever?
No, it's the first one.
Okay.
Because usually there's a story, like there's a main story, which in this case, I'm guessing it's going to be both their stories. So you have playable characters and then they separate for whatever reason that the story throws at you. So you play as each individual character and then they come back together. That's usually what happens in Grand Theft Auto games. Chat, what do you think? Yeah, it's kind of both. Russell says both. Yeah, it's kind of both. What do you guys think would be Anna's favorite GTA? Like, do you guys think she would like San Andreas better, or like the fourth one or the fifth one? I think she might actually like San Andreas too, just because of the whole like what's it called? Because I mean, she's from California. She's from Cali. Like, you will like totally know the neighborhoods. You'll know like everything about it. You'll be like, oh my God, this is amazing.
What part of California? Like SoCal?
All of it. It's all of it. It's like it's California. The second one, or the last one, that they kind of redid San Andreas, but they did it with the story, and they did it in California as well. So they went back to California. Most people are saying Vice City. I don't think that she would like Vice City all that much. That's going to be the new one again. So they're going back to Vice City again.
See, I just thought that this was a game where you go around and rob people and you drive cars.
I mean, you can do that too. Yeah. You can do that. Basically, like you can go pick up hookers. You can have sex with them. You can kill them after you have sex with them. I used to do that all the time so I can make money. But then, then I stopped doing it because it was weird. You can, the Ballad of Gay Tony. Like there's a lot of really cool characters in the game. You can do so much in the game. Like you can go play tennis in the game. You can go play pool in the game. You can play video games in the game because you can go to an arcade and play fucking arcade games. You can do a lot of shit. It's very expansive. Thank you, Maya Adair. $5 says the horse was meant to be a flex. The mobsters killed the flex in Godfather. I know, but it was sad. I was like, the poor horse. The squid for $10 says, I don't personally care if I have to play as a girl in a game, so long as I have something nice to look at. Exactly. Russell Hall for 2. Tampons are a bad game mechanic. What? Who's got tampons in a game mechanic? What? What's happening? Russell Hall for 2 says Vice City was Miami. Vice meets Scarface. Ah, yeah, I guess that's true. The new one's going to be in Vice City again, which I thought was a little bit lame because I was like, that's the one thing I would have liked from the new Grand Theft Auto for it to be like super new is for it to be somewhere completely different. Like I would have liked it to be in like London or like Mexico, like Mexico City. Like that would have been amazing.
I want to see them go full redneck with it, like a trailer park, like
Alabama
meth houses.
Well, they kind of did that though. They kind of did that with the last one with Trevor
with a little bit. Yeah, I just want to see them take the full game around that. Have like wife beating mini games, like go all out with it.
Yeah, that was all Trevor in the last game. Great character.
Oh, Trevor was amazing.
Such a good character. Deranged Lunatic, aka DL for $1.99. Anna, will you ever play Party Animals?
I don't know.
I'll play with you, Anna. Tomby actually got it for me as a gift, and I still haven't played it. I'll play with you if you want to play.
It's fine.
I know nothing about it.
It's just a stupid, silly game. Yeah, it's a good game to play with a big group of people. You just a bunch of fuzzy, cute animals, and you play mini games.
Listen, I was told that Elden Ring was a fun game you can play with your friends, so I played it.
I never played it.
Okay, well, I downloaded Elden Ring, I played it, Flash, Camelot, Gundam were all supposed to play with me, and none of them did. So I've given up on group gaming.
That's lame, but I would play with you.
No, my friends are gay.
Yeah, they are gay. Okay, let's talk about fat people.
All right.
Southwest Airlines is praised for customers of size policy that allows overweight flyers to purchase one seat and get another complimentary. I'm really upset about this. I'm like, what the fuck? This is bullshit.
Well, Southwest is a weird airline. I've never flown Southwest, so I didn't know about this policy, but they you don't pick a seat. It's first come, first serve.
It is. First comes, first serve, and it's really annoying. Like I don't know why, but it's cheap though. It's cheap airline, so a lot of people go.
Right.
They're like, okay, whatever. I don't want to, I don't want to pay. But I still think this is bullshit because why are we, incentivizing being fat? Like I don't like that. So plus size TikTokers are praising Southwest Airlines for its customer size policy, which allows overweight passengers to request a complimentary seat and forces the flight staff to accommodate larger flyers, even if that means kicking others with a ticket off the flight.
Oh my!
What? I didn't read this part.
I'd be like, who bought the flight? Who bought their ticket first?
Wow.
I would never get off the flight. If some fat bitch came to be like sitting in my space, I'd be like, motherfucker, fight me for it. Like, I mean, I know I'll die because you can crush me, but I'm not leaving. If you're fat, the anxiety of flying, and this alleviates a lot. Carolyn, a travel influencer who said she is a size 20, told her nearly 200,000 followers in a video posted at the end of October. I had a very comfortable flight, just feeling like I was allowed to take up space I needed. That is so gross. Under the Texas Basic Airline policy, customer whose body's encroach past the arm. Oh my God.
Oh.
Past the armrest are entitled to an extra seat at no additional cost. We're picking up the slack on this because, first of all, the planes are going to be using more fuel to carry these whales around. And then we're going to have to basically the cost of the flight of tickets are going to go up, and we're going to have to pick up the slack on that. Not the
Only if you
fatties.
fly with them. I don't fly with them.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to fly with Southwest ever again.
No way.
Fuck this. It says that the passengers have the option of purchasing just one seat and then discussing your seating needs with a customer service agent at the departure gate. If it's determined that a second or third seat is needed, you'll be accommodated by a complimentary additional seat. A third seat?
Wow.
How bad are these people?
Listen, you know what you should do? If anyone here flies Southwest, say that you're fat and that you had weight loss surgery right before. An entire row to yourself, be like, yes,
there you go.
I identify as a fat person. How dare you assume my weight?
I would 100% do that. I just had liposuction and
I just had a tummy tuck and liposuction and my skin surgery to make my skin
Wait,
tighter.
can you be I identify as a fat? I mean, technically, my pronouns are fat.
You can make up genders. Why not? Why not just pretend to be fat?
My pronouns are fat and lard. Is that can I do that? Would I get a discount? The flight team will then look at the seating arrangements which are not predetermined on Southwest flights and would potentially move other passengers around for the unplanned accommodation. Here's the person that would love to have this happen. They have to have a breathing contraption.
Oh gosh.
This is
Listen,
no.
They're gonna die.
Ooh.
I saw everyone's talking now about all these fat influencers that are body positive and how they're all dying.
Yeah.
God, that is so sad, man. That is so sad.
And it's and people are enabling that. That's just what's insane. They're enabling it.
Mm-hmm.
They are enabling it. And this is enabling it. I feel like this is a way of enabling it.
Oh, it is.
It's maybe lose some weight instead of us giving you a discount. Maybe just maybe stop eating. I don't know.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Southwest, though, suggests customers purchase the extra seats in advance and then contact the airline for a refund at the cost of additional seating after travel. Customers who encroach upon any part of the neighboring seats may proactively purchase the needed number of seats prior to the travel to ensure the additional seats is available, the policy said. Now, a friend of mine did message me, by the way, and was like, you don't have to talk shit about this. It's actually good because I don't want to sit next to fatties. And I was like, that is a point too, because I mean, who wants to sit next to that? Nobody. So
yeah,
maybe that is a bonus point.
So I don't know about you guys, but when I'm flying, even though I'm short, I'm just I'm not putting up with this. I'll pay more for the seat that I want because I'm these are hours of my life I will never get back. I want to at least be comfortable.
Yes.
So I always do that. And so I haven't had that problem. I think my biggest problem is I always pick the window because I need something to lay on.
Same.
And when I have to pee, the people in the seats next to me are always asleep. And I'm like, fuck.
I know. No. That's the worst. And you have to wake people up because you have to pee. You're like, oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Well, so I remember when Sydney Watson posted how she was in between the two fat people. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure Sydney makes more money than I do. Why are you sitting in the middle seat on American Airlines? That's one of the worst airlines.
Dude, 100%. I thought that too. And I was like, why isn't she flying business class? What? I don't understand. I never
fly middle seats all the time. I'm just
dude.
Okay, Melonie, you're tiny just like she is.
She's tall though, compared to you.
She is really tall.
Wait, Melonie, how tall are you?
I don't think I'm that tall. I'm 5, 6, or 7, somewhere in that.
Oh, you're taller than me though, then. Okay. Because I'm 5'3". So you're definitely taller than I am. I don't know. I think
I've met both of you. Sydney is like 5'10".
Oh wow.
Yes. So Sydney is
Okay.
taller.
Sydney is really tall. And she's really like she's stick skinny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like
I'm
tiny.
surprised she's not a model. Like that's her body type. Like tall and slim.
So this is self-described fat solo traveler. Kimmy showed her followers how to use a program in a video that went viral in October. She simply went up to the airline booth and said, "Hello, I'm hoping to use your customer size policy today. Southwest, the only airline that allows you a second seat at no extra cost, even if the flight is fully booked," she captioned the video. Oh, is this the video? Are we going to see this?
Hi. It's okay. I'm hoping to use your customer size policy today.
Masks?
Yes, I'm leaving. Yes. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for your help.
What happened to shame? Like, why are they not embarrassed?
Thank you very much.
Because they're not gonna be embarrassed, Melonie. They want this. This is the normal for them. They want this to be normal.
This is what the body positivity movement has done. Because I mean, if you think of back in the day, people would be embarrassed about this kind of stuff. Some people wouldn't even want to fly at all because they're embarrassed about it. And it's while that is kind of a sad thing, it's there's a reason for it. You should be embarrassed. I mean, if you're getting out of control like this with your health, you should be embarrassed. It's just reality. Nobody should let themselves go like that this much.
I'm just sick and tired of being charged for an extra bag when apparently these people can have free seats.
Yeah.
I know. Can I identify as fat and then put my suitcase on the seat so they don't have to check it?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, can we not pay for our luggage then? Like, goddamn. I have to pay fucking $70 to check in a luggage. Like, that's almost a freaking plane ticket. I placed a ticket in the seat next to me, she continued. If anyone tries to sit in, I kindly let them know that I have 2 seats booked. To be honest, I never get approached because no one wants to sit in the middle seat next to a fat person on a plane. This is true.
Yeah, it is true.
This is true. Kimmy concludes by saying that she applauds the airline for making air travel more comfortable and acceptable for all people, including fat and disabled people. Plus size travelers expert Jalen Cheney, who once demanded. Okay, I don't care about the rest of this.
Listen, I'm all for if you pay for that seat and you have 2 seats and you paid for both of them, by all means.
Yeah,
right?
I like how we're looking at this fucking mega box KFC as we're talking about. This is why everybody's fat, guys.
Yep.
This is why. I'm just saying. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
I know you would. But you're a mutant. You have mutant metabolism. So you can eat that and not be fat. So you can do that. Russell Hall for 2 says Dark Souls was better than Elden Ring, in my opinion. That's nice. Russell Hall for 2. Don't forget what a fat tea can do. Oh, what a fatty can do.
To a bathroom.
Oh God. Oh no. I didn't.
That's true. Imagine that plane ride.
Oh man. I didn't even think about that. Although I did have an experience with a fat person on a plane once. And honestly, it was actually a really pleasant experience because they were the nicest person I've ever met. And I was like, we just had such a good conversation. And it was just like, they were really sweet. And they got the aisle seat, so they were like, they're being super nice. And I just didn't have a bad time. It was really nice. And they didn't smell bad. So I was like, oh.
You see, I don't mind when people are considerate, they're aware of the fact that they're inconveniencing other people and they're polite because it is. Some people actually do get embarrassed. I think it's these influencers that are ruining it for everyone because they're trying to normalize that it's okay to inconvenience other people. It should never be okay to inconvenience other people. That's so embarrassing.
Agree. Yeah, I think the influencers are ruining it for everybody else because there's really nice fat people out there and they're just can't be helped. Like, okay,
like Santa.
Exactly. I love Santa and he's fat.
He is fat, and you know what? He rides in his own sleigh.
Yeah, he's
he
not
has
taking
to.
flights. He is taking care of his own transportation.
And you know, he has the entire bench to himself, and he takes up the entire bench.
Yeah, and
Nobody hates Santa.
Oh my God, I love Santa so much. Local heroes here. Thank you so much for the 100. It's a red boy. It's like Christmas colors. Thank you. It says, love your gaming channel pick and graphic, Nina. We need it as a post to subscribe to that channel, please, folks. Oh, yay. Thank you. Thank you for the plug. Yes, I do have a new gaming channel. It's in the description. The link is there. I think some of the mods will probably drop it in the chat right now. But yeah, I'm trying to put like all my gaming stuff over there and then like slowly have a gaming channel so I don't game on this one and I just do gaming on that one. And local hero, I am going to be putting that in my merch store very soon. I just got to put it in a graphic, like make it right, and then I'll put it on my merch store so you can access that. But thank you so much for the support, man. Appreciate you. Magnum Norris, thank you for the $10. Says these fat cows are charging us for an extra protoplasm.
I don't know what that is.
Like air. Can't even determine whether they're sitting on the armrest. Oh no.
Wow.
GTI Warrior for $4.99. Two-ton Tanya can have 2 seats as long as she pays for them.
Yes.
I agree. You can have 2 seats. Just pay for them. Everybody, like, we have to pay for so much shit. I don't understand. Like,
right.
This was my whole thing during COVID too, because the fat people were all like, you need to go get like jabbed for me because I'm going to be because I have a bad metabolism. And I'm like, well, why? What the hell? Or like
the whole world shouldn't have to accommodate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm immune compromised because I'm fat. And I'm like, dude, I take care of myself. Why do I have to suffer because you're sick? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know. Like, didn't any of these people have parents that taught them like to be ashamed of that kind of stuff?
No, I don't think they
I
did.
know it blows my mind.
It blows my mind too. I think this is like a new generational thing too. It's just like it's a generational thing, and of course, like
so I'm a really picky eater. And I don't inconvenience other people about it. Like if anything, if we go to a restaurant and there's nothing on the menu, I just won't eat, or I'll get off the kids' menu and then I'll get something else later. And I don't inconvenience everyone else just because I don't like the food there. It just, I don't know. I can't believe it. I'm like, are these aliens? Are these the lizard people that everyone talks
about? Speaking of aliens, well, that's mean. I shouldn't say that.
What?
I saw this and I thought it was this bitch, she's changing her tune a little bit.
Oh, just a lot.
Yeah, just a tad.
This is actually where I was going with earlier, and I forgot. Melonie, you should let your hair be curly and then put a red bow headband on and be Snow White.
Go.
Oh my God! Yeah, you could totally do Snow White.
I love it.
You'd be the opposite because your eyes are like large, like an animated character, and they're not like 10,000 miles apart.
So do it. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Okay,
Melonie,
we got a plan.
This is really funny. So this thing says in August 2023, she was like, I mean, like the original cartoon came out in like 1937 and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. Remember that whole thing? Weird. Now, December 2023, the cartoon is so beloved. It's like a monumental moment in film history. All these amazing things that happened for that film made Disney what it is.
Wow, man, big change in tune there.
100%. It's like this is what she really thinks, though.
Right.
This is what her PR firm told her to think. She was like, Like,
They yelled at her. You can even see the difference in her face. Like the first one, she's like, "Yeah, bitch," and the second one, she's afraid.
She's like all timid and shit. Oh, although, did you see her new post? I was like, damn, girl, like the narcissism in you. Like,
She blocked me, so.
Oh, she did? Why? What'd you say to her?
Why don't you dress like Snow White even more?
Oh my God.
Yes. I quote tweeted it. I quote tweeted her and said, I can't even remember what that was about, but yeah, she did block me.
I'm surprised she hasn't.
Oh yeah, she goes,
me
just be kind. And I quote tweeted her and I said, you go first.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. I can't believe she hasn't blocked me yet because I've invited her on Toxic Femme. She never replied to me.
Oh, that's funny.
She said, just me and my face against the world.
Oh, wow.
And I like this guy's response because he's like, so your face against the world is as made up as your attitude? Well, frankly, I couldn't have said it better.
Oh my God, can you go heart it so I can find that directly and go like it?
Yeah, this is fucking great. And then she's like, big at new material. Yeah, so that's what happened.
Wow.
She's such a fucking narcissist. Like, who says that? Just me and my face against the world. Because everybody hates her, right? Like, this is what she thinks.
Like, oh, the whole world is wrong. Not her.
The whole world is wrong. Except for,
And you know what's funny is her entire career is based on her playing a love interest.
Right?
West Side Story, Snow White, and then this new, what is it? The Hunger Games. Every single one, she's the female love interest.
That's hilarious. I haven't seen any of her movies really. I haven't seen West Side Story. I'm certainly not gonna watch fucking Snow White.
Right.
And I haven't seen this Songbird crap. Have you guys seen West Side Story? I've heard she's good in it because she's supposed to have a nice voice. I know Pauly Latino Slant liked her in that movie because he's like into musicals. Anna, you haven't seen it? I thought you liked musicals. Did I make a mistake? Do you not?
You know what?
Musicals?
I watched the original one with Natalie Wood, and I don't think any performance is going to top that. So I will watch the original one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I get that. So yeah, she's just funny. Russell Hall for $5 says, yup, just remember the next time that you put your arm on an airplane armrest, that same armrest might have been all the way up a fat woman's butt crack. And on that note, we're going to end the show. Thank you, everyone, for coming to watch the show tonight. It's been an absolute fantastic one. It's one for the books. Melonie, thank you so much for coming by tonight. Please let everyone know where they can find you and what you got coming up next.
All right. You guys can find me on YouTube at Melonie Mac Go Boom for nerdy commentary, Bible Time with Melonie Mac for Bible reading, and just Melonie Mac for gaming streams that I do on occasion, but don't have a schedule right now. Otherwise, you can watch me, read me say slurs on Twitter at Melonie Mac.
I've been meaning to ask you about that because I'm like, I don't understand why she keeps doing this. Like, is that is it just like your Woody Woodpecker thing?
It is.
Like,
my thing now. Sometimes it's just like, oh, it's fun. Yeah, and I think that's the thing is when people tell me I can't do something, that's just like, oh,
you're just gonna do it.
You're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I mean, I saw your new one and I was like, I just started laughing so hard because I knew it was coming. I was like, it's either gonna be that, which I can't say still because we're on freaking YouTube. But like, I was like, it's either gonna be that or it's gonna be like, I love butter or something like that. Right. It's gonna be something silly. But of course, it was the that one. It was funny. Anna, what do you got coming up next, girl? What's going on with you?
I have no idea. I'm so like
Jack show tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Jack show tomorrow on John's channel. As far as me, I have no idea. I'm like waist actually it's up to the neck deep in wedding stuff right now, so I have no life outside of that, which is a nightmare because I hate working with people.
Aww.
And it's like you have to rely on other people to get stuff done. I'm like, if I could do this all myself, I would. So it's driving me crazy. But I don't know. Just look up that Star Wars girl and you'll find me. Right now, the most consistent place to find me is on Twitter because that's an easy
there you
one
go.
to
And
do.
then you want to go and make sure you're following John Balin's channel because that's where Anna will be tomorrow night for the Jack Show.
And then I might do a Twitch stream later.
Oh,
But yeah, just
are you
look
gonna
up.
show some tatas?
No, I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna paint an eyeball. I think I have Nick's last child.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
All right. So if you want to go and watch Anna paint an eyeball, make sure you're following her on Twitch as well, because that's a thing. Okay, well, thank you. As for me, you can find me on this channel probably tomorrow playing Stray because I'm playing the kitty cat game. It's so freaking cute. I love that game so much. And then of course on Friday I will be doing my good news show to balance out this crazy world. So you can find me here at 2 p.m. Eastern talking about cute stuff. And until next time, everybody, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yay!